This is not advice. I'm not your advisor. We're back. Today, okay, see that? Peanut butter latte nitro golden stout. That's right. Let's get into it. You're getting $1,100 cash. Which card should you put it towards? You're not sure which balance to attack first to help tackle your debt. Card 1, $1,800, $55 minimum payment, 24.5%. Card 2, $3,600, $120 minimum payment, 29.5%. Card 3, $728, $38 minimum payment, 25.5%. Card 4, $7,000, 200 minimum payment, 19.5%. All right, so you probably already know mathematically you should pay the highest rate, but I imagine since you're asking the question, you're thinking about some other things. I'm going to assume you got like a tiny bit of cash set aside in case something terrible happens. If you don't, I'd probably take like $300 or $400 and make sure it's available. Although when you're paying like 20 or 30% interest, it stings a little bit to not put every penny towards it. So I wouldn't blame you either way, but you probably want to have at least a couple $100 buffer. I would feel totally fine about paying off card number 3 if that's what you're thinking about. Getting rid of the card. It's not like it's that much of a lower rate than card number 2, which is the mathematical option. The difference is only 4%. 4% on $1,000, so the difference would be $40 over a year. The difference would be $40 over a year. So I guess think to yourself, is the nice mental win of getting rid of one of your cards worth the extra $40 that you're going to have to pay over the next year? Up to you. Doesn't seem like a big difference. Good job getting $1,100 and putting it towards the credit cards. What will happen if I deposit $70,000 cash into the bank? You got cash? You sold your donut restaurant to a couple and they paid you $60,000 cash. What? Why not a check? And how do we go from 70 to 60? Is this beginning of like some kind of joke? Is it going to be 50 soon? They could have borrowed it or saved it, and you do have a bill of sale. The other $10,000 your mother loaned to you. Okay, so you have a loan. You want to use the $70,000 to buy a foreclosed house. What kind of red flags will this set off? So the bank will file a form to the IRS notifying them of that deposit, so they will know that you had it. The IRS is chronically understaffed. That doesn't mean you won't get looked into about it. But I mean, if you got a bill of sale, I don't see the problem. There's no rules against it. It's all on the up and up. It's all on the up and up. I don't see the problem. I'd deposit it. Man, you got $60,000 of cash? That's crazy. What does that even look like? Was it in $100 bills? I don't know. That's wild, but I don't see any problem with depositing it. I would probably call ahead and tell them what you're going to do and make sure the cashier can take it, because I've never seen anything like that. I assume they just got to take it, but that's crazy. Good luck. I see a ton of hype over credit unions. Why? Just asking this to resolve my personal ignorance. Maybe someone else will benefit from it. You see a ton of people on here praising credit unions. You're curious as to why. What's the big upside? Better interest rates, customer service, fees, all the above. You're ready to board the hype train. That's good, you're ready to board the hype train, because Wells Fargo's been annoying. Wells Fargo's the worst. Well, Bank of America, there's a lot of pretty bad banks. You just want to know why you should board. All right, so I've seen at least as many nightmare stories about terrible credit unions as about normal branch banks. But difference is, theoretically, the union and credit union is about the fact that it's run for the members. So it's sort of like a co-op. Sort of like, is it REI? That's the store where at the end of the year, if you spend money, you get a bunch back. Because they don't have to distribute profits. They're just operating to pay their workers and to provide services. So the idea is, I don't know if those are the right store or not, but theoretically, they should be more user friendly. In practice, I don't really find that to be true. It's definitely true for some credit unions. It just seems to be like a big meme that credit unions are all amazing. I certainly don't think that's true. I definitely want to talk to someone that's been to one. Heard horror stories about mortgages through credit unions. A lot of times being smaller is a negative thing. So it's case by case, but I think those are the reasons why.